Hey guys, welcome back to the Lily Cat channel. This is Lily Cat's mom. I am doing a video for the moms and dads out there today. As you can see, many people are interested right now in the stimulus check. So I did a bunch of digging and phone calling and working on this, and also my better half works at the bank, and he has information that I've incorporated into this that might help a lot of people. Couple questions we're going to address today. Where is my stimulus check if you haven't gotten it, and information on the second stimulus check. First of all, this is the Lily Cat channel. I want every adult out there who's listening, or maybe some kids are watching too, to be sure to subscribe, because we are the channel that gives away toys all year long. When I'm talking, I'm going to put up a picture of some of the toys we gave away last year. Pretty cool ones, big ones, expensive ones. At the end of the year, we had a grand prize, big enough for a mom and a dad and a kid to sit in. So check that out. That was in our January video. But check out the October and November giveaway video to see the kind of stuff we gave away as well. Okay, and yes, we post pictures with our winners, so you can see that the kids are actually getting them, and they loved them. So, many of you have been wondering where your check is. Don't fret. If you haven't gotten it, it is on the way. The last time anything like this happened, it took the government 3 to 6 months to get money to everyone. And within a couple weeks, people are already seeing deposits pending, and in some cases, they've already cleared and people have used them. President Trump said that by Wednesday, about 80 million people in the United States will have gotten their checks. He did not say by Wednesday everybody would have their checks, and that's the biggest misconception. I know, as I told you, my significant works at a bank, and he said people are calling and they're wondering where their money is, and they didn't listen. Part of that is because when you're stressed, you know, you're worried and your anxiety's up, your concerns up, because people want to pay their rent, they want to feed their kids. I mean, that's understandable, but we have to take a breath, slow down and listen, and just kind of pace ourselves, because it is coming. But what's said is, it's very important to listen to the words that are said. 80 million people will have had their checks deposited, and they'll either have them or they'll be pending by Wednesday, which is exactly what happened, so right on track. The rest of them should be following. Now that's for people who have filed and have automatic deposit on their 2018-2019 tax returns. If you did not automatic deposit, it's probably coming in a check form, so that's going to take a little bit longer. Now, as you know, you can go to the IRS website, or you can go to TurboTax and you can register. And I helped someone do that, and it worked great. It was very quick and very easy. Bottom line, it's happening. Do your best to be patient. Worry doesn't help speed anything up. And I know you can't help but feel what you feel. There's a lot of concerns going on in the world right now, and it's a huge process to get millions and millions of people money. If you don't see your stimulus check after another week or two, contact the IRS and follow up. To try to do that now is probably not going to work well, because so many people are on those systems that they're crashing. So if we give everyone another week, which I know it's hard, again, I hear that. It's sometimes, you know, when your kid's eating is on the line, I don't know how you'd be patient about that. So, but again, it's not going to speed it up. How much will your check be? Well, there's this $1,200 theory going around, and some people are getting it, some aren't. The best thing to do is to log into the IRS website, input your personal information so you can gain access to your status. There's variables: income, whether you filed, if you have dependents. So what you get varies. For some people, do you owe child support? Because if you do, there's a chance you won't be getting it. I would contact the IRS, give them a week so that they actually have a chance to answer. There is a $1,200 check for those that qualify, and $500 per child, and I think it goes up to 3 kids. I know the second stimulus check, they're throwing around, $500 up to 3 kids, so it all helps. It's never enough, but it all helps. Let's talk about unemployment for a moment. The unemployment website is so overloaded. It's crashing constantly. There are issues, but they're working on this as fast as they can. Believe me, they absolutely want people to get their info. They want to get the ball rolling for people as quick as possible because they absolutely have enough on their plate. They don't find themselves in need of more duties. So they're trying to get it done as quickly as they can and as accurately as they can. So if you do call and you're frustrated, and we know a lot of people are, but just kind of try to keep that in check because they're frustrated too and they're doing everything they can. The problem is time is of the essence for many people out there. Now, the second round stimulus check. So you're asking yourself likely, is there going to be one? And how much is it going to be? Well, here's some things that some of the important people involved have said. President Trump stated a week ago at a White House news conference that he said, quote, "We could absolutely do another round. It's under serious consideration," unquote. He is 100% open to this. Speaker Nancy Pelosi said a second round is needed as well, covering several points such as she wanted to extend unemployment time frame for people. She wanted to have additional resources for food stamps, and she wants additional direct deposits to individuals. I know that she was tossing around the first time around $1,500, but it looks like this time she's tossing around $2,000. I don't know what the amount is going to be and how much is going to fly, but they do seem to be recognizing that $1,200 isn't going as far as people need. I know Mitch McConnell was quoted as saying there will be another round. He seemed pretty sure of it. His focus was primarily on health care, so we'll see if this proves to be true. Bernie Sanders, he said we need to address the anxieties surrounding rent and other concerns. Marco Rubio expects one more bill to be passed. I know that his focus is kind of centered on consumers and businesses, and I totally see his point. If we can save the businesses, we can save jobs, thereby saving people and saving families. It's never obviously that cut and dried, but nonetheless it's valid. But in the meantime, until people can get to work, we are, we're kind of in a strange position. Steve Mnuchin, I know he was talking about a strong focus on a paycheck protection plan. And Trump referred to two things in particular last week. Again, the more direct payments for Americans, but also infrastructure. Oh, and I can't recall the source because I've read so many articles, but one I read about talked about how Congress should send every American $1,200 a month until, we're all back to work. In reality, that does, as we talked about a little earlier, that barely scratches the surface. Yeah, the second stimulus is a pretty big deal, maybe more so than the first even. When would it happen? A second stimulus check. When would they get that? Well, as you know, things move at their own rate where politics are concerned. It's not so much the political process, but it is the rate. It is the issue of both sides agreeing to the proposal on the table. Let's hope the second round is a little bit more efficient than the first and focus more on issues at hand. I get everything matters, everything's interdependent, but not everything is an immediate crisis. My guess is that a second round stimulus package, I know they've thrown about around $1 trillion, but I expect it to be similar to the first one, about $2 trillion. Some extra information. In case you don't already know, TurboTax and the IRS have websites where you can go to input your information for your stimulus check. And if you didn't file, so you don't have any tax returns, you can go there, enter your information, and your stimulus can come to you in the mail or it can be direct deposited. As well, you can monitor your subjective situation on the IRS website. I logged into both of them and tried them out with one of the gals that I was helping and for myself, and I did so with absolute ease. I'll be following the second round of stimulus checks very closely. It's really nice having a significant in the bank because, banks are big organizations, they get information, and sometimes I hear things that maybe I can bring to you. So yeah, I wanted to get this to you because there's still people asking where their money is or how do I do it or do I qualify or what will I get? And, Sometimes people get their information from sources other than the typical ones, and if this helps someone, great. Now, as far as Lily Cat channel is concerned and free toys, we have not been giving any away right now because we were told mailing toys is not a necessary thing. I know all the moms at home with kids are going, hey, it's pretty necessary, help keep my kid busy. So we're going to get back to it as soon as we can, but the virus living on surfaces is the reason why they don't want excess mail going through that's not necessary. They don't want things going into people's homes. They don't want mail carriers getting sick. So for now, we're not giving anything away until the quarantine is lifted. It shouldn't be long. And I get it, they're right, but we're really excited to give more toys away to our super fans. So if you've got kids or you know someone has kids, have your kids subscribe. They love winning, it's a lot of fun, the toys are cool. Sometimes we give out new stuff. Sometimes if she opens blind bags, right now we're doing the blind bag thing. That's usually our first half of the year thing. And if she gets a double, we put it back in the bag. As soon as we open a bag that shows it's a piece of something we already have, we don't open the rest of the bags. So we just pack it up back in the package, and we will show you the blind bag, not what's in it. And you will get to email us. Our email is in the description under the video. Pass this video on if it helps someone else, or they just have a child who might like to watch toy videos or win toys. And we pay postage and handling, so you don't have to pay anything. There's absolutely zero cost to you. Nothing you have to do except watch the video and see if your name is called. So I hope this answered a lot of questions about the first stimulus check and information on the second stimulus check, the big names in politics who are working on it, their thoughts on it, and when yours should be coming. As well, toys, free toys. Nothing wrong with freebies, right? We love giving them away. So, if Lily Cat were here, she would say her famous closing line, have a Lily Cat day, and we hope you do. Stay positive, be a helper, have fun, enjoy playing toys, and this is a great time to be playing with the kids. We are having a fantastic time doing chalk and games and toy play and playing with our poodles, and there's good in this too. Reconnecting is fantastic. So Lily Cat Channel wishes you and yours a safe rest of the quarantine. We hope it's short. We hope you subscribe and you enjoy our videos, and we hope the information was helpful. Be safe, be healthy, be happy, and have a Lily Cat day. Bye-bye.
Have a Lily Cat day. Like and subscribe.